Hello everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name's Gabby.
I'm Charlotte.
And this is the 2025, you heard that right, Kia Sorento PHEV, more specifically in the SX model. We're Canadian over here, so this is our Canadian spec. And let me tell you guys, if you've been searching the PHEV Sorento for a while, chances are it's been a while. It's been over a year since we've had one of these.
You probably haven't seen very many of them.
No, they're few and far between, but our first 2025 model has finally arrived, and this is the first time we're going to see the PHEV or HEV with the new facelift. And let me tell you, this vehicle looks gorgeous.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about looks. There's actually some tech differences, new features, things that we didn't have in the top models of the previous generation that we're really excited to talk about. So
absolutely,
we're going to do that today.
Let's get right into it.
Yes.
And just to keep you guys on your toes today, guess who's doing the exterior?
Yes, so we're switching things up. Charlotte's going to talk about the powertrain, the exterior, and some of the safety functions. And then I'm going to take you guys inside to talk about the comfort and the new look that we get in this car.
And we have a bonus interior color, right?
Yes.
Oh, so they're definitely going to have to stick around for that.
Yes, this car, it's different inside and out. So
it's blue and it's feeling all right.
Yes.
So when it comes to the paint color on this vehicle, it is showcased in mineral blue, which is, again, this gorgeous blue color. I love the look of it. It's stunning, especially with what we have going on in the interior. Now, styling, obviously, we saw a little bit of a facelift when it comes to this version of the Sorento, and a lot of that is characterized by these striking amber daytime running lights with that true signature look that Kia is going for right now. So I love them. You don't see too many new Sorentos on the road right now, but now that I'm starting to see a couple more, my head is always turning because I'm always looking at them because I think they look so good. So amber daytime running light for your headlight unit itself. It is vertically stacked, and we have full LEDs on this vehicle, and they are projection style if anyone was curious. When it comes to our Kia logo, it's in a nice traditional chrome. It's low profile, so it sits beautifully on the hood. It looks great, and I'm really enjoying where their design, their style is going, and I don't often get to talk about it, so ooh, this is fun. When it comes to the grille itself, we do have a gloss black grille specifically for the SX trim, and that is in a traditional chrome housing, again, which looks really good. And right in the center of that grille is we also have one of our cameras, which is gonna be used with our surround view monitor or 360 camera. So start your camera count now, because we got one there, we got one up there, more throughout this vehicle. I'm going to move down for a little bit right now to show some of the things that are on the lower front fascia. So when it comes to our skid plates, we do have some chrome covering on them. I think they look really good as well. And for safety features, is we do have parking sensors, and we don't just have them on the front or on the rear, but we also have them on the side. And these are going to be used for a host of different safety features. So of course, they're going to help detect if it detects anything that you are going to hit if you are parking, but you also have forward collision avoidance assist, and on this vehicle you have highway drive assist, not one, but two, which is going to be a semi-autonomous driving experience where basically it's going to use the radar plate, which is right here. It's going to use that camera in the windshield. It's going to use your lane following distance, your lane keep assist, your intelligent speed limit assist, all of those features to give you a really seamless highway driving experience. It's also navigation based. So what it's going to do is if you are on a registered highway, it can control your speed, your following distance, everything like that, and keep you centered in your lane to the point where it can actually take the curve for you. And to take it one step further in that highway drive assist too, is it can make automatic lane changes, which is sounds always scary, but it's pretty cool when you get to try it. And we have done a video on that if anyone is curious. So let's move, I guess, to the side.
Fog lights.
Fog lights. Oh, LED.
LEDs, yeah. I guess one thing that makes the PHEV and hybrid styling very different than the gas is the amount of chrome elements that you see on
for
it.
sure.
So even for the wheels, right, Char?
Yep. Wheels, fender flares, it's all chrome instead of a darker, which I think looks really good. I can hear some beeping right now, but that's okay. I want to take a look at the wheels. So we have the same wheels on the EX and SX trim. They are 19 inches. They're wrapped in a Continental tire, which is really good. And I like the look of these wheels. They kind of remind me of an industrial fan, if that makes sense. But I think that they look really good. We also have some reflectors too. And then we're also gonna have side parking sensors. I love that our wheel wells, they are black plastic, which is nice and easy to wipe. And especially because you can get a lot of kick up in this area, I do prefer it actually to be plastic than to be body colored. So I like that there. Like I said, chrome fender flares. And for our mirrors, not only are they power folding, you do have a camera on them as well, which again is gonna be used for that blind view monitoring, surround view monitoring, and full 360 camera. We have a split between some gloss black and body paint, and then you also have a turn signal indicator. You also have a blind spot detection, which again, if you put your turn signal on, it'll give you a little beep, an audible alert letting you know that there is someone in your blind spot. When it comes to our door handles, of course, you have a proximity key. This is the top of the line. You think we're not going to have a proximity key? No, we're going to take it one step further. We actually have digital key 2 on this vehicle, which allows you to unlock this vehicle and actually start it with your phone or applicable smartwatch too. And you can also share it between members of your household should you choose to do so. Up top for our roof rails, they are a chrome. And again, around our windows, we have a lot more of those lighter chrome accents, very traditional looking. And I think it looks good with this color too. This is a more untraditional paint color, and I think it looks great. For charging, let me actually first close this up, that way you guys can get a good look at some of the body lines. But you're gonna notice we got 2 of these ports. We don't usually see one on the passenger side, but open it up and you can see that you have your charge point. Now when it comes, or charge port, now when it comes to the electric range on this vehicle, you have 48 kilometers of electric range. Now, if you are thinking 48 kilometers, that's it? Well, no, because this vehicle, of course, it can operate with pure electric range, but also it can act as a hybrid electric vehicle, so utilizing a mixture of the hybrid powertrain with also the gasoline engine in tow. So it's not just one or the other, you can do both, and it's going to give you a really great fuel economy, which we'll talk about on the other side when we get to our fuel door.
A hybrid, if you will.
A hybrid, true hybrid, if you will. It can do it all.
So this must be the plug-in component of a plug-in hybrid.
You got it.
Wow.
Absolutely. Now, for those who are wondering if they want to drive the vehicle just straight gas, you can. It's not going to perform as well as a regular Sorento, which a lot of people think that it will. But keep in mind,
regular hybrid.
No, regular hybrid and regular Sorento. But it's just because it's a lot heavier. So. When it comes to charging types, you can charge with a 240 volt, which is going to be more of your level 2 charger, and that will take you about 3 hours, 45 minutes to get to a 100% charge. Or if you want to utilize a regular household outlet or your level 1, it's going to take you about 8 hours to do so. We'll come around to the rear here and keep that camera count going because we have 2 more back here. So one of my favorite features that we see on the Sorento is the digital rear view mirror, which Gabby will be able to give us a better look at inside. And then you also have your backup camera right underneath our Kia logo. Now, one of the biggest change, brace yourself, for the 25 Sorento is our taillights. They're connected, so if that isn't worth it, I don't know what is. So they are full LEDs on the exterior as well, same with your high-mounted stop lamp, everything along those lines, full LEDs, which I love. And if you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh, there's no rear wiper, don't worry, they're doing my favorite style cue, it's just hidden underneath. So it is there, it's just tucked away to help prevent it from, help keep it clean with the elements. More chrome accenting on our rear bumper, which again I think looks really, really good, and you can get a good look at our rear parking sensors as well. We have rear collision avoidance back here too, and rear cross traffic alert too. So lots of safety features. We do have our PHEV badging, of course, exclusive to it being a PHEV with our Sorento badging. Again, everything looks really good. I like that all of the chrome matches because between Kia and Hyundai, some models, they have a darker version on the front and lighter on the back. I like that everything is the exact same and seamless. Tailgate is power lift. Again, one of my favorite features specifically as a parent. I love this. And you can get a look at our seating configuration, but I don't want to give too much away on the interior because that's going to be Gabby's time to shine. Included, you do have your level 1 charger. So again, it can just plug into something just like that wall outlet. And although it's not the fastest way to charge, it certainly can help. And it's definitely better to utilize something like this on a PHEV than it would be on an EV. Definitely a lot less time there. Are you guys ready for this? I don't think you guys are ready for this. This is a PHEV, and guess what it has? It has a temporary spare tire kit. Usually, when we see a PHEV, EV, or HEV, we only see a tire mobility kit. But this one, you got your scissor jack in there, tire mounted underneath the vehicle. You are good to go. I absolutely love that. Now for space, let's take a look at these bonus row seats. So 2 back here, and you can already see that we have top tethers if you are using car seats. I'm going to put them down real quick because one of the pitfalls of the Sorento can sometimes be the amount of passengers versus the cargo space that you have. Now obviously when it's down, you can see that they fold nice and flush, so you can utilize all this cargo space should you want. And a nice thing too is some of the interior features is you have things like seat belt clips as well, and you can see the other amenities that the third row would offer, such as room for a privacy cover. You've got USB-Cs, you still have cup holders, and then you also have access points back here to fold down the second row. There is a little bit of an incline, but it is nearly flush. So if you want to utilize all of this cargo space, you definitely can. And you also have a 12 volt back here too. Anything I'm missing?
What's under the hood?
Oh yeah. Well, let's go pop it, shall we? So underneath the hood is we do have a 1.6 liter turbo inline 4-cylinder GDI engine, and that is going to be made with a couple things. Obviously, we're going to have a electric motor as part of our PHEV powertrain. Ooh, hydraulic lift, very nice. And also a 6-speed automatic transmission, which is going to give us a horsepower output of 261 and 258 pound-feet of torque. Obviously, you can take a look at everything here. Our orange components, that's going to be your hybrid powertrain, should anyone be curious as to the configuration of the actual engine bay itself. What do you guys think?
I think it's great.
Yeah. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. Samarth wants me to pass on a message to you. I don't see it though, so I'm just gonna scroll up a little.
I'm trying to get into the driver's side.
He said, "Hey Charlotte, here's to you and your one and only. Wishing you both a very happy anniversary."
Oh yeah, thank you guys.
Ooh.
4 years ago, I got married in the Brantford Kia Bay. No, just kidding.
Oh boy.
Check out my Instagram though, because I did show up here on my wedding.
Yes.
So, yeah.
All right, shall we switch?
We shall. I literally went to get into the driver's
Yeah.
side because I'm not used to it.
I'll just quickly talk about the gas door. So,
I didn't do
this
that.
car also takes gasoline, so you can plug it in.
No way.
Yeah, you can plug it in, and of course you can fill it up. It's a 47-liter tank, so a smaller gas tank than the typical gasoline Sorento, which is the 67.
So 20 liters difference.
Yes, but of course you do have that electric motor that you can recharge, that battery that you can fill up and capitalize on that electric range. So I will say, just regular unleaded fuel, and even if you don't charge this vehicle, you can expect 7 liters per 100 kilometers combined fuel efficiency. So that actually is better than the gas Sorento, Charlotte.
Yes. Oh, there
we go. All right, before I hop in, I'll quickly have Charlotte pan over the seats.
Doing the electric motor, it is 2.7.
Yes.
That I did remember.
So seats in there, you can see we have this beautiful, beautiful blue interior. And I was so confused to see blue show up because when we got our earlier vehicle ordering guide, blue wasn't an option for the SX Sorento, and I was so confused, and I felt horrible for my customers that wanted blue, but we got it. And this is called Dust Blue. Now, I have an issue with that, but we'll talk about that later. All right, before, actually, let me just hop in. I'll stop talking.
Okay. I'll just talk quickly about towing, because I realized I didn't do that, but it is rated for 2,000 pounds when properly equipped.
All right, beauty. Okay, for the door, we get a lot of soft touch materials right over here. They are a little bit dirty because this car just arrived.
It's the Dust Blue.
Yeah, the detail budget, guys, you know what?
Oh, brother.
Anyway, nice door handle here, and you can see we have express windows for every single window in this vehicle. And that also is going to give you obstacle detection as well too. And of course, you have your child locks, window locks, and bonus safe exit assist. So if you parallel this vehicle on a busy street and someone in the back goes to open it, if it senses a car, pedestrian, or whatever coming up quickly, it'll lock those doors and warn you it's not safe to open the door, which is a nice feature to have. We also have a memory driver seat with 2 different saved settings for buttons, but if you actually use your vehicle, driver configuration settings, you can have bonus ones, so you actually have 4 different options, even though you only have 2 buttons. Little bonus, and we've done a video on that too. The sound system is a Bose premium sound system, and Bose is arguably probably the best premium sound we have available in our cars. There's some nice Sorento badging on the door sills, and a little bit of this 3-dimensional texture. So little things like that just make the vehicle feel even more premium. And it doesn't stop there. There's actually something I'm really excited to show you guys once Charlotte comes to the passenger side, but let's talk a little bit more about the basic stuff first. So right over here, we have our brightness adjustment, where we can increase or decrease the brightness on our huge dual 12.3-inch displays. There's also a button for your lift gate, your fuel door, and your traction control. The fans are in the same classic shape as the previous body style Sorento, and let me tell you, I think they look so good, but there's a lot more going on that makes them even better. And for the seats, they are extremely comfortable, so you're gonna have a very, very premium driver's seat in the SX model. This is gonna adjust the bottom of your seat. You can raise it, lower it, tilt it, twist it, whatever you want, and you get a driver knee extender. So see this? If you're a tall driver, this comes out, or you can push it back in for a shorter passenger driver. There's a backrest adjustment and 4-way lumbar support as well. And of course, if you are driving this vehicle and sharing it with somebody else, when you do use your driver memory settings, it's going to revert yourself. As soon as you turn your vehicle off, it'll do easy exit as well too, so the seat will go back, allowing easy exit and entry to your car, and the mirrors will save as well too.
Yes.
So everything is configured for how you like it. Now, Charlotte, do you want to join me?
I would love to.
Okay.
Here's a good look at the exterior. The lights have come off, but here you can see the front grille with the hood down too.
I think I'm sitting on the key.
So good. I have been converted to a Sorento driver every day and absolute Sorento lover. Okay, here's a good look at the seat. Just again, it is blue. Not too sure how it's reading on camera, but there you can see the contrast between blue and black.
Yes.
And when it comes to our seat, is we still have our regular 6-way, which is nice. Up, down, adjust the backrest, but you also have 2-way lumbar support. So again, very comfortable even for the passenger.
I will say, if a passenger powered seat is a must for you, amongst other things, you do have to go with the SX model. In the past, there was a middle ground. It was called the EX Plus trim. We no longer have the X Plus. You're either getting EX or SX when it comes to the plug-in hybrid. Also, back to the color of this seat. So, dust blue. What does that even mean? This should be called dusk blue, but that's just me.
It's dusty.
It's not dusty. Actually, if it's from Rearview, maybe it is. But don't worry, we do detail our cars before they go out. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Should it be dusk or dust? Now come in, Charlotte. We also get that color match interior for our center console, which I think is a very nice touch. I'll start with this, which we never usually do. But we do have a removable compartment, and it's a very, very deep center console. Nothing in there, like no USBs or anything like that, but no worries because all the tech is going to be right over here. Now this is all updated, especially if you were shopping for the previous body style Sorento PHEV. We now have USB-Cs everywhere, so this one here actually has dual purposes. You can use it for data transfer and charging, or just straight up charging. So another quick charger there, a wireless phone charger, and a ton of storage space here that you can close if you want a neater look.
And that's really the only piano black that we see, right?
Yes. Heated and ventilated seats, 3 different levels for both driver and passenger. And here is my favorite thing about this car. Actually, it's not my favorite, but one of them. This gear shift. So shift by wire, we had it in the previous gen, but look at this now. It has such a more premium look.
It's got texture too.
Yeah, texture. This is very similar to what Genesis has, but theirs kind of folds into the car once you turn it off. Anyway, I absolutely love it. It makes the shift by wire experience and just the overall ambiance of the interior way better.
Way more premium for sure.
Yes. Sorento is boldly stated right there. You'll never forget what you drive. And the best part about this high touch area is not piano black.
Yeah, so that's a win.
Small thing there. Eco, Sport, and Smart mode for your actual drive mode selects. It illuminates in amber to show you which one you've selected. And then if you press this down like a button, you enter snow, mud, or sand mode. So that plays with the all-wheel drive torque distribution. I don't know if you guys are from the States, you don't have terrain modes from what I understand, but here in Canada we do. Now this vehicle is only available in all-wheel drive when it comes to the Sorento period, whether you're getting hybrid, plug-in hybrid, or gas. And it's going to be primarily front wheel, because if it's a beautiful day like today, you don't need power from your rear wheels. Unless, of course, you're in a situation that requires it. In that case, you have that on-demand torque distribution, so you can always play around with it there. There's also a dual heated steering wheel, auto hold braking, downhill brake assist, electronic parking brake, your full 360 view camera, parking sensors, and an EV HEV on-demand button. So what does that mean? It allows you to actually select what you'd like your vehicle to do if you don't want it to be in automatic mode. So if I press this down, it is going to cycle me right over here between automatic, hybrid, and electric. That means if you want to save your EV range for later on in your trip at a point where it'd be most efficient, like let's say the city, you can do so.
I'm just gonna hit it again because I was having difficulty with it focusing. Hopefully people can see that it's saying hybrid now.
Perfect.
To go.
All right, I'm just gonna grab the camera from you and show the gauge cluster. So this is also new. It is 12.3 inches now, and the graphics are simplified, but there's a lot more going on. However, it's very user-friendly. So speedometer on the left, tachometer on the right. Very nice to see a tachometer on a PHEV. I know a lot of people had complaints about that with our past PHEV vehicles. You can change your view by pressing this button here. And over there you can see your navigation, you can play around with your lane assist, and you can also see other driving dynamics like your trip information, fuel consumption, engine temperature, tire pressure, torque distribution, and the current mode that your vehicle's in. So right now we're just sitting at an idle, but the vehicle's not actually on. The left side has your Bluetooth and kind of connectivity, so voice commands, volume controls, phone, that kind of thing. Our gear shift. So our paddle shifters can not only change the gear of your vehicle you're in, but if you're in eco mode or smart mode, it'll actually change the amount of regen. So you're going to use the negative or the downshift gear to actually increase your level of regen, which is similar to downshifting or engine braking. And then on the right side, you'll decrease your amount of regen. So pretty cool to play around with that. We definitely have to show it in a test drive video to better make it understandable. The right side has your driver assistance, so cruise control, set your speed, set your following distance. You can change, or not change, but turn on or off your steering assistance there and cycle with your menus there. Steering wheel itself looks good, leather wrapped, so very premium, and it's a comfy wheel. All right, center screen now.
Center screen.
Center screen, this is the, I guess, showpiece of this vehicle. It's a 12.3-inch display, so larger than what we've seen in the past. And the best part is, although it looks like it's more simple, maybe a little bit less going on, that's a lie. There's a lot going on in there, but it's very user-friendly. So all the icons are very large, a very, very nice interface as well too. You get a quick access to your maps, Sirius XM, that kind of thing. We still have a PHEV menu, which I definitely recommend checking out if it's your first PHEV, because it gives you great driving dynamics. You can see we don't have a full charge, so we only have 11 kilometers of range right now. You can also see your battery status and what's going on with your vehicle. So you can actually drive around while looking at the screen. If you're a passenger, you can see when the vehicle is charging itself, when it's supplying power from the engine or the battery, or both. And I think it's pretty intuitive. You can also check out your vehicle's departure times and scheduled charging as well. So if you get home at an odd hour and you don't want to remind yourself to plug in your car when off-peak hours start to lessen the amount of your charging, you can schedule your car to only accept charge at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever you want. And if you get home from work at 3, that's okay. You don't have to run back to your garage, so bonus there. Another couple things I'll point out here is just all of your icons are interchangeable. So if you never use voice memos, you can toss it off to the side and never see it again and put something more relevant up at the front. You can also drop this screen down, always have trouble getting it in the right spot, and play around with other settings at the touch of a button. It's very similar to how a phone would work, so it's very user-friendly in that sense. The trim pieces around your screen are also beautiful. So not a lot of piano black again, but a very luxe feel. Here's another thing. So this software has something that we've been asking for forever and Kia was slacking on, and that's wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So it's wireless now. It's very, very easy to use, and it uses the whole screen. So there's no mismatched points. It just flows really nicely. Another thing is our software updates are over the air. So you don't have to worry about constantly checking for updates.
Definitely.
Underneath, we have our switchable climate control and infotainment. So right now, this soft keyboard is set to our infotainment. I can quickly press map and the vehicle will take me there. Same thing with search. So if there's ever something you can't find in your car, you can actually search for it, which is super handy. However, if I flip it, it actually goes to your climate control. You can set it. It is dual zone, so for myself and Charlotte, or you can do driver only because it's a PHEV, you can make it as efficient as possible by only cooling or heating up the driver area. All right, what else? I think that's about it for this main cluster here.
Yeah.
Do you want to show the glove box?
Yeah, I'd love to show the cameras too if you want to press that button.
Yes.
Glove box, manuals, English and French. Bonjour, oui baguette.
So when it comes to the cameras, I want to start off with a digital rear view because that one is brand new. So if you take a look at a rear view camera now, or mirror now I should say, it's just a mirror, you know, regular schmegular. Drop this down, it is now a camera. So this is great if you are loading up this vehicle with all 6 seats because heads are in the way, whatever it may be, or if you're just using your vehicle to move around a lot of stuff. Now I can see everything, and although maybe what's behind us isn't too good of an example, if we were on the highway, you actually have 6 lanes worth of video footage. So you can see everything, and you can change the height and the brightness. So if it's too stark for your eyes or too low or too high, just adjust it, and it's perfect for you. If you don't like it, it goes back to being a mirror, which is always nice to have. All right, and then for your 360 view camera, I'm just gonna quickly press the button down. You'll get a drop-down view of wherever you're parked, but also a forwards-facing or rear-facing view as well too. So if I was pulling my car into a spot and I got close to a wall, my vehicle will automatically show me my front camera because that's what's most relevant. Or if I was reversing, I'd obviously see the back end or back view camera. You can also check out this view, which shows you everything that's going on around your vehicle, so you can triple check your parking. And the camera party doesn't stop there. I'm about to show you my favorite function on this car. So let's start it up real quick. And I'm gonna go indicate a turn to the right. This now shows me exactly what's in my right blind spot, which obviously is gonna be great for changing lanes on the highway or on the street, but it's also good for parking because you see exactly where your wheel ends up and you can see just how much space you have between your vehicle and the curb.
Do you want to creep it forward or back just to show the camera?
Yeah, so
and the parking sensors with it. So you can see the parking sensors are picking up. This is the side parking sensor.
Oh, sorry.
This mess.
All right, so I'm going to right now. Oh, don't press it. Right now, I'm going to drive up to the wall, and once the sensors pick up that I'm getting too close, the camera will show up, and we should be able to see what we're working with. So check that out. And we also get a viewpoint right over there too. All right, let's reverse the car now. And then same thing. You can also check out the dynamic guidelines so you can see just how much space you have and where your wheels are going to line up as you go.
Nice.
All right. Also, one more thing I'll point out. I'm going to throw it in reverse again. The mirrors are auto tilting.
Roll down the window.
So you can see them kind of
Make it
tilt
clear.
down. There we go. And then put it back into park, and they go right back up.
Nice.
Pretty nice to see. All right. I think about it for the front. I forgot we got to do the back too.
Okay. There's a lot to go through when we get to top trims.
Yeah. It's also been a while since I've filmed the interior of a car. It feels like it's been a while. All right, so with both seats up. Now the benefit of a 6-seater configuration is the fact that, well, they're captain's chairs, so they're really easy to move and fold down, fold flat. Now when you're seated in the seat itself, very comfortable. My favorite vehicles to be in are vehicles that have a second row captain's chair because you get these beautiful armrests. You get your cup holders on the door, which is in great reach. And on this specific vehicle, the back seats are also heated, so the button for that is just right above your window control. If you have kids or if you just frequently have passengers, they'll love the sunshades that are integrated into the door itself, so very sleek. The sound system back here is still Bose, so you know it's going to be good. And then the headliner is a nice suede, beautiful panoramic roof that you get to enjoy from the second row, and LED lighting back here. The back seats, plastic, so it was super easy to wipe down. You get integrated USB-Cs into the back seats, a leather pocket, a net pocket, vents.
That's my favorite.
Yes, we love to see vents. And then, of course, a 12-volt and a bonus household outlet.
Awesome.
Now these seats, they aren't fixed in this position. You can, of course, bring them closer to the seat ahead of you by grabbing the rail bar on the bottom. And then, of course, you can also recline them. So there's going to be levers on the side there. Charlotte, if you want to show that. And then you can recline the seats to however you like to sit down. All right, I'm going to hop out of this seat and then into the back.
Yeah.
Now, the smart way to do so would be by pressing this button up here, and that would allow this vehicle to slide its seat forward and fold it. So Charlotte, do you want to do that?
Yeah. The nice thing.
We have both seats folded down right now because we're really good at preparing.
So good.
But
That's my bad. Just
no,
while
I do that all the
Gabby's
time.
doing that, is if you're worried about if you have young kids, you can also bring the seat forward, do the exact same thing that I did from this button down here. So if you need something for someone who's a bit shorter, you can do it from there. Or also this one can be used from those in the third row or also in the second row.
Okay. It's a little dark here because our lights went off.
Love that for us.
Let's turn that light on. LEDs, they are very bright. These seats themselves, look how wide they are. They are very, very wide seats. I know some manufacturers would probably try to squeeze a third one in here.
I'm so glad they didn't.
I'm very happy they didn't because this is comfortable. The headroom here is fantastic. I know I'm not the tallest person to showcase this, but I'm also not that short, and the amount of space I'm still working with is pretty good, and that's on width and vertical.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say the Sorento could certainly improve upon is the addition of third row vents. But nonetheless, because this is a captain's chair configuration, I'm getting straight flow from those not column
Vents?
Yeah, but glove box or center console mounted vents.
Second center console.
So they go right back here, which is very nice to see. Again, USB-Cs back here, cup holders here, so I don't feel like I'm forgotten about. And you still have a little bit of window too, so you can enjoy the outside. When the sunroof is fully retracted, you also get a little glimpse of what's up ahead, which again really brightens up the space and makes the cabin experience, even for the third row, a lot nicer and more luxe.
For sure.
I think that's about it for our
that's it.
interior portion of this
Yeah.
vehicle. It's truly an impressive car. I absolutely love the Sorento, more specifically the Sorento PHEV. So very exciting. Shall we do some comments?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do them back here or
Maybe second row.
second row? Okay. I will let you get situated. I saw Dylan was asking a question just about the size of the fuel tank. So the gas tank on this vehicle is 47 liters, and the pure electric range is 48 kilometers. This is second row approved. This car is streaming approved.
Streaming approved for the second row. Here, I'll just probably move that. No, it's okay. Okay. 29 minutes.
We'd be quick.
Yeah.
There's a lot to go through on a new vehicle.
Let's see. Does it come with power folding mirrors? It does.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
For a dealer that wants to have a social media presence, they should upgrade their equipment, Wi-Fi, camera, mic, etc. So we have a good mic. We have a good mic. We have good everything. The unfortunate part is we do our videos as live streams, and that's where things kind of get rough. Whenever we pre-record videos, everything's fine. But live streams are fun because we actually get to interact with you guys and see what kind of questions you have about the cars, and of course, it's just more personal experience, which I really do enjoy. But we do have the right equipment.
The price I saw someone was asking is $60,295, and that is MSRP, and that's Canadian. However, this is eligible for the federal incentive. It's eligible for $2,500, so not the full incentive, and that's just due to the electric range on it. But there you go. Shar, true or false? You named your baby girl after an EV. That is false. Don't play with me like that.
A couple people saying they like the interior color.
I'm just trying to go up to the top to look. Key towing, we said, is 2,000 pounds when properly equipped.
Ray said once you go wireless, you can't go back. So I appreciate wireless CarPlay, but I'm still team wired. But
depends on the software you're running.
Yeah.
Depends on the software you're running. This is the top of the line for the PHEV. We only have the two options, the EX and the SX, and this is the SX.
Rebate is something we should talk about. So the rebate, it only qualifies for $2,500. The Sorento of PHEV of the past did a full $5,000, but for this current model year, it's only $2,500, which is still good. Still a good rebate.
But that has changed.
Yes. Horrible, horrible comments from Abe. Let's see. Is this the top line model? Yes, yes, yes. So all of those. Anything you see, Charlotte?
I'm trying to go up to the top.
I'm trying not to grab the phone like a gremlin with my hands.
Blind spot monitor. Yes, it does.
We showcased that at some point in the video. I don't know what minute mark it would be, but probably like 6 minutes ago, around there.
Would you mind showing how low the seat can go and how adjustable the steering wheel is?
Sure.
Yeah, you want to show that real quick? I'll see if I can find some other questions.
I don't know how I'm going to film this.
Oh, I'll help you. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind
flip
then.
this. Can you play anything to listen to the car's sound quality? I mean, not really without copyright issues. Also, I don't know if you saw the seat fold back, but that was the easy exit and easy entry. So the seat can fold. This is going to take a minute.
Can you power a hair salon with this car?
I didn't realize how long this was going to take for it to go down, but it can fold or recline pretty far. Then, of course, you have the knee extender. You can almost do a zero gravity seat with this vehicle, which is nice. I saw a couple of people asking for pedal demos, so they still have their stickers on them. Don't want to take them off yet, but I mean, the pedals work. And then for steering wheel, you have the typical just kind of lever style adjustments, so you can lift it. I can't really film this. I'll have to do it with my knee, I think.
Do you want me to grab it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm standing right here. Let me help you.
Okay. That's it. I think that's all we've got. All right, and then lock it back into place, which is nice. Powered steering wheels would be nice to have, but unfortunately, none of our vehicles have that except the Stinger. That's it.
EV9.
Yeah, sure. I'm just bringing the seat back up. It's a little intimate moment.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Samarth says, Gabby, bring in the Yeezys next if you have them. Those shoes never fail.
Should I bring the red bottoms?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. Shall we end off today's video, maybe?
Probably.
Okay.
Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe and like.
Bye, everyone.